I milked a cow! I'm here with Tyler from Wyoming Cowboy Cuts on his beautiful property, and I just wanted to ask him a few questions because he is a rancher, correct? You call yourself a rancher?
Yep.
Raises cattle, and a lot of people get really obsessed with the has to be grass-fed, grass-finished, but that's not a possibility for everyone. So I just wanted to give you guys more perspective of what goes into cattle that isn't grass-fed, grass-finished, and they're still amazing, high-quality animals. But Tyler, one of the reasons that you can't do grass-fed, grass-finished, correct, is because where we're in Wyoming, like in the middle of winter, can you feed your animals grass all year long?
So we have two major limiting factors. One is our weather, and we supplement with grass hay that we grow here on our farm. But then we also have wild horses, and that's a major issue for us because our summer range is 56 square miles, and we're not able to fence it off and make it a rotational grazing. We could even use water as a way to rotationally graze our cattle, but because of the wild horses, we aren't able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So there are limiting factors for producers that people need to understand, and I think it's good for people to get a hold of a producer in their area and find out why they do it the way they do it. We're in beer barley country. A lot of the farming that you see around us is for beer barley, and it goes to Coors. It gets on a railroad and goes down to Colorado. And so we're able to get some of that rejected barley that's too high in protein, and we can use that in our feed program to finish our cattle. And it's something that would have gone to waste otherwise, and if it sits in a landfill, it's giving off more greenhouse gases, it's rotting, it's taking up space, the farmer's losing money on it. So the cattle are a great upcycler. So depending on what your agriculture is like in your area, there may be a reason why a producer is feeding them the way they are, because they're utilizing something that's in your area that would be unutilized.
Here we go, this is the milk. Ooh, yum. That's so good. Nice, fresh milk. What?
Cool, isn't it good?
It's so good. Thank you so much. I milked a cow! The biggest tip that you would have for people then is just to contact their local ranch or farm and ask questions. What would be your top 3 questions that you would suggest people ask?
One, you do want to see how they're finishing their cattle, and there may be a scenario where they are grass-fed, grass-finished. They may even be in a feedlot. There's all of those scenarios are things that can be done correctly and be a very good quality of life for the animal. I think the biggest thing is getting out and tasting it, because if it's not something that you enjoy the flavor of, you're not going to finish it, and then it's going to waste. And so check with them and see if they have a sample pack. We have a beef sampler. It's 2 steaks and 2 pounds of ground beef, and that sells us a lot of beef. So make sure it's something you're going to enjoy the flavor of, and then make sure it aligns with your values. If we look at the hierarchy of beef, so beef is better than no beef, American beef is better than beef, and then local beef is the best. And then after that, you're getting into very, very fine segments of what you're looking for in beef. And so maybe you do want a corn finished product because that's what you have something that aligns with that. Maybe you do want a completely regenerative product. And so that's when you start to find those very fine-tuned pieces. There's a lot of services out there that identify producers in your area. So you don't have to just like go sit at a sale barn or a butcher shop to find a producer, but you can call some of those places and see if they know of someone that's producing beef in your area. But
Perfect.
yeah, there's a lot of people doing direct marketing. Don't be afraid. They should be willing to visit with you as well, because they want a customer for life. They want a long-term relationship, and so having you come out today and enjoy some of the food and stuff, it's great for our business too.
Yeah. So, what is your ultimate goal with everything that you're doing? Just not personally, but just with this kind of way of life in general.
I'm a first generation rancher. I was always involved in other agriculture, but not ranching in particular. My wife's a fifth generation rancher. I want our daughters to have access to what we have now and not get regulated out or, if we look at the way the beef business is going with it being consolidated, there's a chance that the family farms are dying at a very alarming rate. And so I want our daughters, I want the seventh and the eighth generation to be able to stand right here and do what we're doing and make the braciola and the biltong and enjoy those kind of things together. So ultimately, I want it to be able to be passed on.
Can you come and
Yeah,
see your operation
yeah,
and milk a cow?
yeah.
I've loved it.
I can't wait to have you back next year to be a judge at the beef roundup.
Yeah. I will more than be happy to
Yeah,
be a judge. But
cool.
thank you so much, Tyler. It was so nice
Thank
meeting
you.
you.
It's nice to meet you too.